I was so paranoid off dope. I thought my shoes were cameras. You know what I'm saying? I constantly thought there was cameras in the mirrors and all that shit, you know, and I'm so glad that other people have gotten out of it too, because I really felt alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Welcome back to the Hopeaholics podcast. I'm your girl, Natalie Eva Marie.
And I'm Chad Carlson, and you're listening to the #1 addiction and mental health podcast.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the movement.
We are proudly sponsored by the Infinity Group.
And you guys, if you or a loved one is struggling, make sure you head to askevamarie.com or chaddick.com and chat with one of our AI companions 24/7.
Or text the number right here on the screen.
Together, we are breaking the stigma around addiction and mental health.
And fighting the fentanyl epidemic.
Now, let's get into the episode.
Phil.
Hey.
I like that. This is the best.
Dude, Phil's
so
ready
far.
to go because
Yeah, I know. Phil's been here a while.
An hour and a half.
Yeah.
Just been
So-
here since 4:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Right, waiting to go.
This is how we usually do it, though. Phil, welcome to the Hopeaholics
Thank you.
podcast.
I feel really bad that you've been waiting for so long.
It's all right.
And his last name is Andrade, not whatever we had.
Andromeda.
Andromeda.
That's what the homie calls me up in Spokane. Andromeda.
And
like
AKA Wildcard,
Where, first of all, Wildcard, why?
because he's like
Not you.
Oh, yeah, no, hit it. Give me. This is my guy right here.
I'm like, hey, Phil.
why Wildcard? Why
wild card? Why? You know, I was there's two reasons, because I used to just have like slick back hair and look like boy band and shit, and then I would spit super crazy like rap, chopper rap, and people didn't see it coming. So that was one of them.
Oh,
And then when I
okay.
was in the dope game, I picked up a card off of a trap house table, and it followed me like bad luck started to follow me, you know. And so it was the Suicide King. I didn't realize it was the King of Hearts on the table, you know. And I picked it up, and then it was like for like 2 weeks, you know. And I thought I need to remember that that's like my old lifestyle, you know. So I got it on me and shit. Everything's like the Suicide King, because the sword's in the head of the king, and I didn't realize, you know. Anyway.
Yeah. No, that's deep.
Yeah. You thought I was going to be like, it was my grandpa's name in high school.
No. I kind of assumed it had some type of meaning just because.
I mean, our old co-host was what we called him. He was our wild card.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until he wilded out too hard,
And then he wild hard.
Yeah, and then
sure.
he was no longer our card. So
I hear you.
but it was a mutually beneficial split.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
What's the tea on that, though? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to get into it. I'm just saying. You're
I like
kind
Phil.
of leading
Phil,
me in there.
Phil,
you know?
this is your
Phil,
podcast,
yeah.
not ours. Okay.
Actually, it's y'all's, and y'all are bringing me here.
Yeah.
There you go.
So if you want to know, if you guys all
Oh
want
my
to know,
God. Phil, look what you did.
Big dog, let's go.
Like-
all you have to
Stop.
do is go to Justin Wenzel's podcast
Stop it right
Oh.
now.
on YouTube and look for Shane Ernst's episode.
Okay.
Um,
I'm sorry. Don't get upset. My bad. I didn't know.
No, I'm not upset. But I'd rather just tame the beast over here.
Okay.
Before he says something.
outlandish.
Yeah.
I have a new album. I'm trying to crack the ice. You know? Trying to pull us back
Bring
in.
it back. Bring it back.
We found you through a mutual friend of yours, who
Riggy
was-
Yeah.
Mars.
Riggy Mars.
Yeah. Shout out Riggy, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was texting me earlier about saying this was going to be a great podcast.
Awesome, man.
How do you
And
know?
it's already starting off
Yeah.
good.
How do you know Riggy?
So I'm like about 4 years older. So he was
Okay.
kind of like the youngster homie. We were from the same area, South
Okay.
Pasadena originally, and then he's been like in the LA rap scene, you know what I mean, for a long time. And I moved up to Spokane, Washington, came back down, and then and he's just been plugging me, man. He's like, he believes in me, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Riggy, man. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
But he's, you know, he believes in me. So
Yeah.
So we're just trying to like help each other out as much as we can. And
That's
he's
dope.
been the LA guy for a long time while I was gone, you know. So
What made
yeah.
you go to Spokane?
My grandpa sold his house. We were like one of them family of Californians that they don't like really because we sell like a little house in Cali in LA County, and they move to a big house up there and kind of ball out a little, you know. what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out my Spokane people though. They held
Yeah.
me down for almost 20 years. So
Oh my God, you lived out there for 20?
about 16 total. But because I came back to LA a couple years and then would go back to Spokane 5 years, back to LA a year, back to Spokane 8 years. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, so yeah, that's like, yeah, Spokane. You know what I mean? I lived up there for a long time too.
Did you love it or what?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a different type of everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just different up there, you know. But they love my music up there, man, and they accepted me as one of their own, you know. And I'll always remember that shit, you know.
Yeah.
If I do a show in Spokane, it's like popping, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like they
that's
always make me
awesome.
feel like a star, you know.
Yeah.
So that always meant a lot to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being like somebody that's not originally from there,
Sure.
you know. But yeah, it snows a little too much,
totally.
and I
I'd be
get
depressed.
fucking
And it's
depressed.
Me too.
It's overcast like all the time. isn't
That's
it?
like Seattle. Like
Oh,
the
okay.
west side is rainy and shit, you know?
Yeah.
But Spokane's got all 4 seasons, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But just the snow, like I know all my people up there are like, yo, we don't want to hear about the fucking snow problems no more, big dog, you know? But I can't deal with one more snowflake. That's why I'm down here, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out my people in the 509. It's
Now-
a different type of tough too. You got to shovel
Oh,
the
yeah,
snow
for
and
sure.
fucking like, yo, they're
What kind of snowflakes are you talking about? The actual snowflakes or the snowflakes?
not
that
like a
live up
political snowflake.
No,
Oh,
he's talking
okay.
about literally
like
snow.
like actually like a flake
Like a
that'll
there? I had
fall.
to.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, I
had
left it
to.
open.
You know?
Yo, this guy keeps you on your toes, huh? You guys over there? You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? They're like,
they-
oh shit.
Yeah, but, you know, they're
Yeah, they're ready.
they're like younger, so
Yeah.
we learn a lot
For sure.
of what we're not supposed to do and say.
No, that's fucking intelligent, man.
Yeah, we're way out of the loop.
No, yeah, like
I mean, the kids' lingo these days, I don't even get it.
dude, I hear you because I'm like I do hip hop, you know.
Yeah.
So it's real easy for me to like get stuck in my old ways
Oh,
and
yeah.
fucking evaporate, you know. So I'd be listening to like what the youngsters are popping and you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
what they're doing, you know.
Yeah, because they're using words that like, what the hell does that mean?
Dead ass.
Dead ass. I don't think I've said that ever. Can I say that here for the first
Yeah,
time?
dead
Yeah.
ass.
Ask me a question.
How do you when do we use that reference? Like dead ass.
Like when I'm like, that's really means
Wait,
the
wait.
truth, right?
Dead ass means
the truth.
Like facts, right?
facts.
Like big facts.
Yeah. My 24-year-old daughter says dead ass all the time. I'm like, what?
like you woke up early this morning.
Dead ass.
You're like, do we have soy
Fucking
milk in the
dead-
fridge? Dead
Dead
ass.
ass. Like what?
That's fire.
We don't have that at my house. We
Oh,
have, like,
okay.
real cow milk.
Oh, I drink almond milk, big dog. I'm sorry. I was in Washington a long time, player. You know, I
Yeah,
gotta keep
don't,
it real.
I don't discriminate. I drink all sorts of milks.
You do?
Just- you guys are wild. These are the wildest ones right here, bro.
We ain't
We're the wild card.
Wild card.
Yeah, we
triangle.
brought you on. It just, it depends on the guest. Like we can do
We get
wild card, we
crazy.
can get crazy or like I don't know. She was in like a mood the other day.
Uh-oh.
And I know this isn't about
What?
like fucking
It's
us.
okay. We're all family here. Nobody's gonna see this except for everybody that's gonna see
Yeah,
this.
exactly. What are you talking about?
She was in a mood the other day. Like she
Okay.
got like upset with me on the podcast because
Oh shit.
I mean it was
When?
Uh-oh.
the other day.
Emily, help.
Emily remembers, trust me.
When?
Lewis shaking his head over there.
When?
Yeah, I was just trying to be funny on the podcast, and you were like, "This isn't a funny podcast. We need to be professional and stick to the script." Remember? She was like, "Stick to the script."
I'm just sitting here all.
I didn't even have a fucking script, bro.
Was that literally this morning?
No, that was Tuesday, Monday, our podcast. Anyways, we got Wildcard.
I'm glad
in
you
the
guys
house.
made it.
I
I'm glad you guys
honestly-
made it out of that whole thing.
I'm not quite sure what he's talking about, but
Okay. We're allowed to have bad
Talking.
days though, right?
Clearly I'm not.
Around
Dad's
here.
like, nah, big dog. All
Yeah.
right.
Not
He
around
is.
here.
He is, but heaven forbid if anybody else has one.
I feel it. I know how it goes, man.
You know?
Yeah, I do.
So, damn, dude, how long have you been doing music?
Shit, like 20 years, man.
What made you fall in love with it? First inspo.
So Oingo Boingo Dead Man's Party was my first cassette tape that my mom ever bought me. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember
Yeah, we
that. So my dad always played guitar. He was into Ozzy, rest in peace, Ozzy, Black
Okay.
Sabbath, all that stuff. So I would hear like the guitar coming from the back house sometimes. And I just tapped in. My mom was getting me little tapes, Red Chili Peppers and Guns N' Roses.
Sure.
I started getting them like the Ice-T tapes. My older cousins,
okay.
Brian and
Yeah.
Chris, would have like, what was it, 2 Live Crew with
Yeah.
the chicks with the booties
Yep,
out and all
yep,
that.
yep,
And I'm like
yep.
a kid, like 9, like, oh shit, what is this?
Yeah.
You know? And on the news, it's all like parental advisory,
Totally.
suggestive lyrics, like all that. And I was just into all that. You know what I mean? And I always wrote. My grandpa, rest his soul, Paps is what we called him, taught me how to write creatively. So I would write poems, stories, you know what I mean? I was just into that shit. I'm into movies. I like movies, you know? So I write scripts and stories and ideas and all that. So, and then I started playing with it, like when I was like 15, 16, playing with rap. And then I got sent away to a boys' home. I went on a national television show as an alcoholic teen.
Wow.
I did. I was on there, you know what I mean? And it was like...
How was that?
They were like, before they cut to commercial, they're like, will Phil get sober? You're going to have to stay tuned. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on.
Okay,
You have to fast forward. Or
Okay.
I mean, go back.
Yeah, go back.
Because how did you even get on this show at 15 years old?
So 16, but 99 talk shows, national television shows were like Ricky Lake, Jimmy Jones, all that shit, right? And I remember I was like, got kicked out of school. I flipped out on a teacher. I always had anger too. I was like angry and
Do you have
drunk.
siblings?
And I got two younger half brothers and a half sister.
Okay.
But I was the only child of my mom and dad, you know? But anyway, yeah, they said, do you have a son or daughter that's addicted to drugs or alcohol? If so, call this number, you know? And I called because I was sitting at home with like my continuation school coloring book and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fucking, you know, how did the cow cross the, anyway. So then I called it and I got through and then they flew us out there and to Manhattan and shit, you know, like in 99, summer of 99. And I went on the show and I was just basically like, you know, I'm like, I had hair at the time, my hair slicked back with my Dickie shirt and shit. LA County to the death, homie 99. And I was like, I drink, I get into fist fights. I'm like, you know, alcohol poisoning, but it takes the issues away. It takes all the problems away, you know? And then it was like a whole intervention. There was like a woman who was paralyzed from a drunk driving accident that came to talk. They were all really nice and respectful to me, you know, but I didn't know it was going to be me. Like, we're trying to change Phil's idea of drinking right now, you know? So, and then I got sent away to a boys' home.
After that?
That like from the show,
Oh, okay.
like they shot me to troubled teen industry was popping in Utah, especially, you know?
Okay.
And that's where I really started to write and rap. Was in that place.
Oh, wow.
Because we couldn't listen to music and shit. It was like really hardcore, like, you know, lockdown and shit. And then that's when I first like wrote my first like rap. I was like, oh shit, now I'm rapping with these other kids and you know. So
I just wanted to also tell you thank you for the compliment that you were even asking if anybody in this room would be old enough to know about Two Live Crew, because like I'm fucking 51.
You're literally
old.
stuck on that.
Huh? I thought it was amazing.
No, that's good. Well, you know what I'm saying? You're trim, bro. No homo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You look like you're my age, but can't tell. I don't want to be like, you remember, right, big dog? And you're like, what do you mean? I'm 31. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what was going to happen right now. So I just, you know,
yeah. I mean, that's like my.
Phil,
I was
killing it
thank
because
you.
he loves anything that.
Well,
like,
you look good, big dog. You know,
when
you guys look great.
Two Live Crew, man, was fucking dope, and I think. When they were out, I was like 15.
Yeah.
Rolling with the older guys, fucking in cars, drinking. And, you know, I got, what is it? Big Butts and I Cannot Lie. Is that
no,
the
that's
No. Help me with Two Live Crew.
They don't know.
No?
Well, they got Google and shit.
They got
though,
Google.
Right?
Google that shit. Give me a.
Don't get me stuck. Don't get me stuck because I don't even. I don't even remember.
I can't
like
remember a song.
It's been 35 years.
But I listened to them. They were dope.
Shit, you're gonna get me fucked up right now. Somebody's gonna be in the comments like, "You're not a real rapper, big dog."
Right.
Two Live Crew, Lewis, you're all I got right now, big dog.
Lewis.
Come on. But I do remember the cover with the chicks with the booties.
Oh yeah,
and them on the beach.
I can see. I can see the video.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I go all the way back to Run DMC.
Okay.
And
because their outfits.
Yeah.
They were dope. And then the Beastie Boys. It kind of was like Run DMC, Beastie Boys, then fucking gangster rap.
Okay,
like
there they are.
Gangster rap.
Can you
as
play
nasty as they want to be. That's the album that my cousin had.
Two Live Crew.
But when I really started paying attention, it was like Ice-T.
Me So Horny. Yeah, that's their song.
Okay, yeah, Me So Horny. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Pop that pussy. You know? Throw the D. All that shit.
D. Yeah, good shit.
Anyway, sorry, Lou.
You guys never heard of the Two Live Crew?
I've heard of Me So Horny.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But then you get into
Oh,
yeah.
he's so horny.
Yeah.
But then you get into Ice-T, and that's really
Yeah.
what I really started paying attention.
Yeah.
Original gang, because I'm
The
like really
original
young
gangsta
when
rapper.
that's out.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know them as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm like seeing that. I'm you know. But Ice-T, then I'm getting like Original Gangster. I'm getting
Yep.
Body Count when they had the cop killer on
Yep.
the fucking cover, and then they banned them.
Yep.
They
Oh, yeah.
released them and they pulled them.
They banned, so they pulled all of those tapes and they made them take the cop killer
Exactly.
song off.
Yeah, because
I had the one
Yeah.
with the cop killer on it though.
Me too, dude.
Yeah.
See, that's gold though. That's that throwback gold.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And you have to understand, because the 80s and the 90s, like truly, and my father-in-law is a cop, so
Yeah.
LA County Sheriff, but the LAPD and cops back then were very fucking racist.
I mean, I don't want to say a whole blanket statement because I was just a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Not all of them, but there was a lot.
I mean, yeah,
Bad
there's like a
shit
lot going on. The
going
Rodney
on.
King thing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was like, and that's on the fucking news and they're showing it. Remember? I remember
Oh,
seeing
I
that
was,
with
yeah.
young
I
eyes.
was
Yeah.
18 when the riots
Yeah.
broke out.
So you said you're 52?
51.
So I'm 42. So yeah, I would, if you're
Not
18,
like
I would
9?
have been like 9. Yeah. Something like that.
8
8 or
maybe?
9. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was already fucking
Yeah.
shooting meth and
Yeah.
doing dirt.
that didn't come for me until like 97. 97, 98 was the first time. I didn't shoot
I was getting
meth
sober
yet,
for
though.
the first time.
Fucking A, dude. Thank you for paving the way because I was just getting involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
It says that your dad went to prison for drugs when you were young.
Yeah. Cooking meth, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
wow.
Yeah. Narcotics charge, cooking meth, manufacturing, And so, and I love my dad. He's cleaned up, which is
Oh,
huge. You
that's
know what I'm
amazing.
saying? But yeah, as a kid, it was wild. And did you do meth?
I mean, I smoked it, never shot it.
In the 90s, though?
No.
It was way better. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it made me psycho in the 2000s.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible now. Thank God, though, because if it was still
Sure.
exactly the same and potent as it used to be, I don't even know if anybody would be. I don't know,
Right.
But yeah, he was manufacturing dope or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He got cracked. He went to the joint. I remember when I was young, we would go and drive through the deserts of California to go to different prisons he was at, shit, you know what I'm saying? So I remember those like times being in my head and just feeling like lost, feeling like I wanted to be, like help him, like we felt more like brothers, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
Shit like that,
Yeah.
because he was an active addiction,
Yeah.
So it's hard to take care of like a lot of stuff. I know from personal experience. you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
But he plays the guitar in my music, you know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
So that's like the father son, like he does the old school classic rock shit to like my new era
Oh,
hip hop.
that's cool.
So that's how we kind of turned it all around, you know what I'm saying? Like the fucking hokey pokey, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all
All
about.
Hey, Lewis.
What was like the straw that broke the camel's back for you to start wanting to get sober?
I'll tell you the darkest story. You ready?
Yeah.
Rock bottom. I was so paranoid off dope. I thought my shoes were cameras. You know what I'm saying? I constantly thought there was cameras in the mirrors and all that shit, And I'm so glad that other people have gotten out of it too, because I really felt alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I thought there was cameras in my shoes, and I took the shoes off, and I was like nighttime. I was walking alone, and I took the shoes off and I put them in a dumpster, and then I tried to kill myself right there, tried to choke myself in my belt and shit right by the dumpster, So then as I step out of it and look at like my mother's sweet son trying to commit suicide barefoot by a dumpster is what happens to me when I drink or use, you know what I mean? No matter if I get some relief or I go to a fucking foam party in the beginning,
Yeah.
it always ends with some crazy dark shit like that, where I just can't take it anymore, you know what I mean? So, and I still got loaded after that. I don't, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like, that's like a moment of like, yo, like this shit isn't for you, You can't just get high and chill and go to work and fucking all that, or have a wine cooler and wake up all smart the next day, dog.
Yeah.
You're on a run, you know what I mean? I was on a run all the time, So my mental health really started to decline. So I knew it was like, I'm either going to go crazy or I'm going to clean up,
Yeah. How old
And
were you at that moment?
that time I was 20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was
young.
20. I was a youngster,
Yeah.
running around with like the old heads
Yep,
and shit
yep.
and all that, and then getting too crazy for them, like people that have done dope for like their whole life are like, you were out of control. Okay. Stop tapping on the fucking window. Stop coming here.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
please, one more time. I'll be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, so that's pretty rough when like they're pulling back from
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Not a good
You know what
side.
I'm saying? Anyway, so, but I was introduced to AA and shit like that when I was 17 because I caught a case, a terrorist threats case. I told a kid I was going to kill him, and I went over to his house to beat him up, you know, and over a woman or a girl, I guess at the time. We're all like 17. And the sheriff's got me. I went to East Lake Juvenile Hall.
Oh, wow.
You know, and then I remember being in there being like, they were right. I should change, big dog. You know what I'm saying? And I fucking got out on probation, and then I was on house arrest. My first time really getting in like trouble, where I went out the back of the place and went to like juvie, you know?
Yeah.
And
This episode is brought to you by Wolfpack Bags. This gear is meant for anybody gym, lifestyle, to anybody that's on the move. I mean, I like to say that us here and everybody that tunes in, we're not average. We're always a wolf. They have all the goods that you need, especially for anybody that is looking for a bag to carry their meal prep, a lunch pail, anything like that. They have you covered. So once again, go to wolfpack.com, use the code Hopeaholics, save 10%, and join the pack.
I remember once I got the probation officer, they're like, you can go to funerals, church, AA meetings, you know, but they got to be pre-approved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the first time I really started going to meetings, was just to get out of the fucking house. And I had an anklet on, you know, with like gang writing carved into it and shit. I'm like 17, you know? So there was a gang of meetings in Pasadena area, which is where I'm from originally, South Pass. I'm a South Pass kid who went wrong, you know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of meetings up there. Shout out to Pasadena, you know, the recovery back then especially was like fire for me, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I started to trickle in, you know, get a sponsor, do the step work, you know, the core stuff, you know, staying in the middle, you know what I mean?
Seed was planted.
Yeah, for sure. As a young kid, you know?
Yeah.
So I have like the one side where I'm doing dope with like, you know, older women that are like turning me out into the lifestyle. And now I'm introduced to like fucking recovery and like you can change, and there's the steps in the book and all these things, you know? So thank God, you know, because like it trickled in young, you know? But then when I crash out, then I'm like, fuck, I fucking know those people told me this was going to happen, dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? So anyway, what was the question?
No, and exactly that. Cause
I think the original question was
the darkest moment.
The darkest
Oh,
moment.
yeah. That was one of them, you know? Yeah.
But that's what's like the insanity about the addiction is that that's your darkest moment, but that you used after that.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes for pretty much usually the majority of us. It's like a really dark moment. But that usually isn't what.
It's not the It's not the full catastrophic event that
Make
you know,
it
and
all of a sudden.
everything's different. Everybody's different, you know. And, but the insanity, man, the insanity that we continue doing the same thing. Not even like, you know, because in Narcotics Anonymous book it says insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. But the truth is that we actually know, especially if you've walked into the rooms of you know, Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. Like, I got loaded after that. I got loaded having time. And I didn't expect it to be different. Like, I knew what was going to happen. But I did it anyway.
Me too. Yeah.
Because I didn't want to feel anymore, and I hadn't done the real true internal work that it takes to have that psychic change that it talks about in the Alcoholics Anonymous book. You know, you actually have to do work.
No, for sure.
And you know, when was your last day using on this recovery right now?
September 18th, 2018.
Oh, the day before my birthday.
Oh,
Belly
shit.
button.
What is that? Virgo, Libra?
You got it. Virgo.
Okay. What the fuck happened? Let me see what happened. I was in a Motel 6. That's all I can picture in my head when I told you the date, you know? But it wasn't even the end of the fucking world like it usually is.
Yeah.
There was like a homegirl who was there, and it wasn't even like romantic. She was sort of just watching my back and shit. And because when I get fucked up, I get like, you know, out there, you know?
same.
So some people would kind of look after me. Thank God, you know, even though they're in there, whatever, going through whatever, you know? And I remember I had called a treatment center, and it was time to go. Like my friend who had been in the program came to pick me up. Everybody was like, dude, I've been out for like 3 years by this point. You know? And he came to get me. And I remember there was still dope on the table, you know? And so you know how fucking hard that is. Like, actually, nah, come back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I looked at it, man, and I wasn't even spooked out in a psychosis or nothing. I was pretty like, I had just been doing drugs, but I was like, fuck, you know, it was like, he's outside or you can kick it in here, you know? And I don't know what happened, man, but I was like, nah, you got to go, dude. You got to go, you know? So, I mean, I would say it's like angels, myself, God, everything mixed together in one is like, I had 9 years before, you know?
Wow.
So then I went out, and then I was out for 3 years. And then this is like the end of that time period. So I had known like the program and all these things for this whole time I was getting loaded, you know? Beating myself with shame and guilt, you know?
Oh yeah.
And, you know, anyway, it was just so I got into his car, and he drove me up to a treatment center, and in Azusa, which is in the mountains above Azusa. And the program, can I say the program?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not like it's called River Community, you know? And it's at the top of a mountain, you know? And so when people try to leave or whatever, like they'll be like, we're not driving you down. And it's at the top of a mountain. So somebody will start walking down and then say, never mind, and walk back up. You know
That's,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's where I went. There was women there that were staff that knew my music a little bit, that fucking treated me like family. Like that was really important.
Yeah.
Cause you know how it is when you walk in somewhere and, you know, they don't know how to give you a warm welcome like the program sometimes, like people that you're in treatment with or whatever, are like, fuck, another guy in the room. Like, you know what I mean? That little things like that is easy enough to make me be like, you know what? Never mind, homie. I'm going to go out for another fucking 3 years, you know?
Yeah.
So I had some people showing me love. There was another woman one day I thought, I don't know, I might leave, you know? And she sat with me and talked to me, you know, and I stayed. And then I went to a long-term sober living called Puente House in Covina. Shout out Puente House. You know? And that was hardcore structure.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 meetings a day if you're not working. You know, if you leave your bed fucking unkept, you know, you got to mop the Alano Club and shit.
Actually,
You know, yeah.
somebody that was on here not that long ago went there. I don't remember who it was though.
That place saved my life, though.
Yeah.
Because that's what I needed.
Yes.
I kept thinking, I'm going to get in my car and drive to a meeting, you know, like during the relapse. Like, no, I'll shake it off. And then boom, the car's going to the fucking trap house. Wait, you know what I'm saying?
What city is that place?
That's
in?
Covina.
That's Covina.
Shout out Covina, the
Yeah.
SGV, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where we're from. Right
Why they
there.
call it Puente House? Because it's right by La Puente.
Well, no, it's not. There's a street called Puente that runs through the middle of Covina, but
Okay.
it is right there. You know, it's the SGV right there. But the original house was on Puente Street.
Okay.
So and there's like a women's house and there's 2 men's houses, and it's just exactly what I needed, man.
Yeah.
You know, and there was a time right then where I was going to IOP before I made friends there, and I'm new, you know. You know how everybody's like, fucking new guy, all right? Is he weird? Is he gonna, what the fuck, you know? So I didn't make like super good friends yet. And they had dropped me off at IOP for my first time by myself. And I was like, fuck, I didn't go inside, you know? And there was a liquor store across the street. Once again, you know, see you at the crossroads, you won't be lonely. And I'm like, fuck, man. And I'm like, dude, don't do it, please, you know? And then I didn't. I walked into the IOP and got that going, you know what I'm saying? But hella crossroads. You guys know how that is. You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like my friend's sweet Christian mom was like, Phil, come into the house. And then my friends across the street like, Phil, come on, bro. Fuck that. Let's go. You know, I'm like, you know what I mean? And then I go with him and it's like immediately you see like the black cat walk by,
totally.
you know, trash breezing, you know, the little gangster ghouls in the corner. I'm like, fuck, I chose hell again, homie. You know what I mean? Or go in there and, you know what I mean, get sober on soup and Jesus. Like what's his name says, you know? So
It's funny though, because like I hate to say this, but to us crazy twisted people,
Dude.
hell looks a lot more attractive.
I mean, you don't have
In
to
our
do
brain,
any work. Yeah.
It's in our head. 'Cause
Yeah.
it always is more like.
Oh, it's way painful.
Oh, yeah.
But in our head, it's like a fucking party, and it's like everything we're gonna miss out, and then we get there and we're literally in hell and miserable and die.
Yeah.
Like
It's not
Our
even
whole
fun. And
spiritual-
nowadays,
not
for
fun.
me, it's not fun for at all. Like, I mean, I'm back at like 8 years, but
Yeah. Good job, brother. Fuck yeah.
but I can't forget. This time I just can't forget.
Yeah.
Like,
that's because we're old and we don't have another run. We've been there, we've done that, we've tried it a million times, and if it worked, we would be out there still.
Yeah.
And thank God that we're none of us are, because like if we play the tape, like really truly play the tape, we want to kill ourselves.
Yeah, for
or we
sure.
want to
like
die.
what am I gonna do? Go fucking stick a needle in my arm again?
That's what I mean, dude. But it can
Ew.
happen. That's the scariest part.
That is
like,
the
God
scary
part.
forbid, please, like.
I've done it before.
I know.
Like, I had fucking everything
Yeah.
going good in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything. Married, kids,
Yeah.
house,
Yeah.
business, car,
Doesn't matter.
empty.
Yeah. I know.
And I just wanted to go get high one time, so I bought
Because
a
you
quarter.
thought hell looked good.
Because I bought a quarter ounce.
But why though? Right then, like.
Why?
Yeah, like right then, what was going on? Because it's not like, I mean, what was happening?
I didn't like the man that I had become.
So that's what I mean. Like.
But he wasn't fulfilled. So the
Yeah.
hell looked enticing, like, ooh, this is gonna fix me, because this looks like this.
And
like
I actually thought I
Yeah.
could get
Good.
away with it one time. You
Oh
know?
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
For whatever reason.
I know I'm a crash out. So
The disease lied. I mean, now I know. There's no
Yeah.
fucking way.
Yeah.
I can't just go fucking shoot dope one time.
yeah.
Like, that ain't happening. I'm
For
going
sure.
straight fucking. I'm like you, dude. Like, I go into the meth-induced psychosis. I'm fucking working for the CIA. I'm not sleeping. I'm not eating. I'm fucking doing whatever I can. And then as soon as I go out in public, I look like the guy that the cops should be pulling over.
Yeah.
And they do.
Yeah. Of course.
And then I'm the guy that fucking tries to run.
Yeah.
You know.
I do know, big dog. Wearing nothing but baseball cleats. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I hear you.
How did you string the 9 years previously together?
The program, man. You know what I mean?
What made you go out?
So, shout out Ruben too, who's a old school dude from New York that really versed me in like a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like he was really poetic. The beat down I got from the bully was never as bad as me worrying about it all day. You know what I'm saying, Phil? You spend a lot of time serving Phil. Why don't you fucking help somebody else? Like for so long, I had really strong sponsorship. And I was
Yeah.
a youngster with these older guys, and they really helped me. So anytime something would go on, I get into like a relationship and crash out or be toxic or whatever, I had them. Then they would always answer. Him especially would always answer, So that's huge, like good sponsorship and a grand sponsor and other
Sure.
people. Like I was a kid, I was 22 when that beginning of the 9 years,
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw like beautiful things. Alaska Nick, rest in peace, was another guy who was doing the fifth step with me while he was dying of cancer in his recliner. You know what I'm saying? In Seattle, like he was still taking guys through the steps, and I'm like sitting there like, the bitch broke my heart when I was 12, and there's
Yeah.
radiation books on the fucking table, So that's like selfless, you know what I mean? Like, so seeing stuff like that was like huge. And then me doing the steps and doing the work. But the music, right? I really started focusing on that. Career driven, like I'm popping now a little bit more in the underground. I'm
Sure.
touring and lots of promiscuous, stuff when you're on the road and you're single and you're wild and shit. I'm not making meetings as much and all this slowly, now I'm getting stressed out. I'm flipping out at the drunk guy at the fucking merch table because he's getting too close, like I'm just like not serene, So, and then I started doing steroids at the end. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and I'm just way too fucking crazy
Yeah.
for that type of shit,
Yeah.
And I just didn't know what I was in. And I think that was the cherry on top because I remember holding the wheel being like, need some fucking relief, man, at 9 years and 9 months,
Yeah.
And then I picked a fight with my boss, got into a big fight and walked away and bought a 40. I had been out the game so long, I bought a 40 ounce of OE. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
early 2000s kid. You know what I mean? Now I'm like, fuck, I'm in the 7-Eleven. Like, please don't do this, Phil. You know what's gonna happen, And then I got it. I drank, went to the bar. I had people in the dope game that were fans of mine was another thing, you know. One dude used to show up with all these women, you know, and everybody's in active addiction, like, yo, we love your music, you know what I mean? Feeding my ego and shit. And yeah, so, and then boom, then I was on. And rest in peace, Kim Vizina, she's my homegirl that passed away, was watching my back for like the first 5 days that I went out, you know. And she always had my back, but yeah, so that's another one that I love that got lost to this whole thing, you know what I'm saying, and shit. So anyway, it was just a lot. Then I lost her. Then I'm dealing with grief, trying to get clean and sober again with this woman that I love, and she's gone forever, you know. And so I'm like, fucking, how am I gonna do this, you know? Now I'm full of grief, and I'm like going to treatments, and they're like, now we're gonna be coloring. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, you know what I'm saying? And then I got plugged in with Michael's house in Palm Springs, and they had a lot of people that were like, guy's son got killed in a robbery, guy's daughter got killed in a drunk driving accident, you know? So now I'm like, okay, I'm not alone, you know? Because the disease is like, yeah, you're gonna have to numb this one, bro. You love that girl, like, and she's gone, you know what I'm saying? So what was the question?
What made you go out? And and that's what, like, you basically stepped away.
I stepped away.
The further away you step away from program and different things that worked is usually always what happens. And ultimately, it's the lack of relationship with God. And the higher power.
Now I feel that too, though. I'm about to go on a tour right now with Swollen Members and Locksmith and Ender One, right? Next week for like 2 weeks. So this is like going to be a big tour. We're running all over the place, you know? And I gotta just be close, you know? I gotta keep it close, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to fucking ball out and be like, I'm a big rap star, because I'll end up on the fucking pipa again, big dog. So
what are you gonna do different?
So I have people that are involved. I don't know, but I have people involved in my life that know what's going on. And I also brought Ender One, who's got a bunch of time sober with me on the road.
Smart.
And you know what I mean? Just to have that type of backup. But I never even got loaded on the road. Like I was sober for all the success before too, because I can't fucking hold myself together for like one show when I'm on drugs, you know? So yeah, I mean, that's something, you know what I mean?
Are you scared?
Keeping people close. No, I'm excited, you know, because it was worse when I wasn't doing the music.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm watching like all the passing parade of everybody living their dream and shit. Even in sobriety, you know, I was kind of gun shy, right? Because I'm like, oh shit, I really fried myself out this time. Like I gotta not put that first, you know? And so, but there's always a healthy, you know, being somebody that had like some years and then relapse, there's always that healthy terror,
of course,
that it could just come up and just go. So I gotta watch out.
Are you wearing an I Am Redemption? We know that.
Shout out Sean, man. I Am Redemption.
Sean Livingston.
Sean Livingston. Shout out Sean. Hey.
How do you know Sean?
He reached out to me when he came to LA, multifaceted monster.
Yeah,
shout out to him
Michael.
too.
Yeah, we know Michael.
We all just hooked up and went to Magic House and all that shit, and we're hanging out, and they were just like,
so you were there when Sean was there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I was there. I was in the crowd or whatever.
We didn't get invited.
Well, you're invited in September, maybe October.
That's the one we didn't get invited to. Emily got invited though by our old co-host.
I didn't. We didn't.
Yeah, he was there.
Well, you guys could come when I perform, because Fosso was going to put me on to perform. So I would love to have you guys. You know.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know the date yet, but we're gonna do something.
You're gonna have to perform at one of our Recover Out Louds.
Yeah,
let's go, man.
Yeah, Michael performs at ours all the time.
I know. He told. Yeah. I'd love to. You know. Yeah, for sure.
We got a little setup down there. We got ourselves a nice stage.
Where is it?
It's right here in this building.
Right here?
Yep.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love the OC. Shout out the OC.
Yeah, South OC too, even better.
Yo. You know, no, for real, because we only knew like Huntington Beach or Laguna for the water.
Yeah.
But now where I'm working, I'm up and down the 57 every day. You know what I'm saying? And because all the clients are in Orange County, most of them. You know? So I'm getting to see more of Orange County, you know. I don't think I could afford to live here unless we like really get something going, though. But
well, you're about to. You leave when?
Sunday.
How exciting is that?
Super exciting. In Vegas. Sunday, August 17th in Vegas, Swan Dive.
You heard that. Swan Dive.
That.
Anybody can go?
Yeah, all these shows. Anybody.
Okay, so
where do 21
go?
and up, I should say.
Okay.
It's it's like a hardcore rap.
So Emily can't go.
Yes, she can. Emily is of age, everybody. She's young and single.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And ready to mingle.
She's not.
Emily's all in the corner like, what happened?
She does. not mingling right now.
Yeah, she is. Young Emily is too.
No? She told me she's not mingling.
Oh, okay, not mingling. Just kidding. She's just young and beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
And so you can.
You guys are going to have to wait.
And look, but can't touch.
It's the best.
Where? Okay, if people want to go to a show, where do they go?
Okay, like my website and shit.
Yeah.
You mean? Okay, wildcardqm.com. You can find me at Wildcard the Dragon on Instagram, and that has all the information. But wildcardqm.com, you can see all my videos. Shout out Goose and all my people that have helped me make music videos and shit that look like little movies. I worked in the film industry for 15 years up in Washington State also. So, and that's what I want to do when I hang the rap jacket up, is be a film director, you know? So, yeah, and shout out Ange for the fucking stylist. I was like, what do I wear? You know, any hardcore rapper or man in general has a woman somewhere that's telling them how to dress when they do things like this. I think they do. Am I wrong? I do, at least. You know what I'm saying?
Is he wrong?
I don't know.
You're just saying you don't know because you dress yourself.
I style myself. Yeah.
Okay. I'm a holler at you.
But your wife is like super stylish, so I feel like that spills off on you.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. Shout out to our homegirls that hold us down, because we need them, or else I'd show up in a fucking
my wife
potato sack. You know?
My wife would dress me, but she's never awake by the time when I'm getting ready for work. So
I hear you.
She's asleep. We sleep different schedules.
I hear you.
She likes to sleep in, and I like to get up early.
I hear you. Fuck. You remember when we were getting off meth though, or when we would walk out after a night of meth, and then like all the people are driving to work and the shame.
Oh boy, dude.
That's horrible.
My God. Yeah.
It
the
sucks
sun's
to
coming
be.
up
It
and you
sucks
haven't
to
laid down.
It
That's horrible.
Sucks to be. I mean,
that is not.
I
had
many days of those though. My last run was gnarly because it was like I had so much meth.
Oh,
and
no.
I had my own home.
Oh, no.
And I never I would just shoot meth.
Oh, bro.
All day.
Dude.
Every day.
Yeah.
And then I would order pizza. I'd be so paranoid because I hadn't eaten in a while. And then, like, this one, I'd ordered it from Pizza Hut. And this one dude dropped it off, and I thought he was like, I was tripping. I was like, no, I thought he was like Mexican mafia.
Oh,
so I tipped him $100. Guess what?
What?
Every single time I ordered pizza, that same driver dropped off my pizza.
He's like, I'll take it, Chad Carlson. I got it.
He remembered.
First.
And I would tip him big every time because I'd be tripping.
Yeah.
No, I hear you, man.
He's like, you're like, he's back. He's back. I got to pay him off.
No, for sure. Did you get stuck in the psychosis?
Oh, stuck.
Like shooting every day like that.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my at the very, very end, I mean, I had racked up 19 charges in a 3-week period of time. I was due to go to court.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was doing telepathy with the judge because I was working for the CIA.
I've been there.
And I was in a deep undercover operation, so that nobody knew about except for the president of the United States.
All not true for anybody.
Yeah. Let's clear this up. This is not real.
We've already had that problem.
Right, Chad?
So,
Right.
Yeah.
Not real, guys.
No, I
know. Because even if it was real, I wouldn't be able to tell you, right? Because it's
not
Black Ops.
Stop it.
Either way, fuck, I'm glad you made it back. You know what I mean?
Man.
Because look how many people
dark.
you've helped, you know? Both of you guys have helped, you know? Just by having something like this, creating something like this, and doing something like this, you know? For people that are fucked up right now doing that, you know? It's like really big,
and thinking
you know?
lost and thinking that
There's no way out.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not.
This is the key right here, right? Is passing it on, you know what I mean?
Like I mean, that night, I wasn't sure I was ever going to come back. You know, I was stuck.
Yeah.
And thank God that when my lawyers went to court the next morning, and the judge said, "Where's your client?" And he told them that he texted us and said that he talked to you, and he said he didn't have to show up. They knew that this was crazy, right?
Oh, shit.
So the judge is like, I didn't talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm going to issue this guy a warrant for his arrest.
Yeah.
And about 5 hours later, a bail agent kicked in my front door.
Oh, shit.
And rescued me. You
Yeah.
know? God sent an angel.
Yeah. with a fucking bulletproof vest on.
Yeah, to take me to the only detox center that was going to work for me, and that was county jail. Because I wasn't going to get sober in a regular detox.
Yeah.
I'd been like 10 times in the last 6 months.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I left every single one.
Yeah.
So grateful.
Fuck, man. I know. There for the grace of God go I, right? You know what I'm saying?
Grateful.
Yeah,
it was long enough to get rid of the psychosis.
Yeah.
To be able to go, wait a minute. It's okay to get clean.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to fucking miss another mission.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I would literally get stuck in the fact that, no, I got to do this work for, the government.
Yeah.
It was insanity, bro.
Yeah, I was on the dark side. I was like, oh, they want me to be a fucking, you know what I mean? Like a killer or something.
Oh, I
like,
was killing people.
Yeah, yeah. But
It's pretty gnar.
he wasn't.
In his head. Yeah.
Plenty of Crystal Lake breasts in this fucking
For
episode.
real.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
I'm going back to you, Phil.
Yes, ma'am.
What role has creativity?
No, you just drew me right in. I was like,
Yeah.
shit, I was there with you in the
Yeah, you
fucking
were,
house, homie.
weren't
You know what I mean?
What role has creativity, like through your music and everything, helped you?
It's such an outlet, Plus, what we are just talking about, I'll have like the funny, like what I said, I grew up on the hardcore shit,
Sure.
so I'll have that shit too in the music,
course.
But when like a kid will hit me up and be like, "Yo, you changed my life," or "You helped me," consider sobriety, or "Hey, look, I got a year because of what you," that's like, okay, all right, good. If I never make it like super huge, rich and famous and all that, at least I fucking did that. You know what I mean? For whoever was listening, you know what I'm saying? That's huge to me, So, so thank God that I got that gift,
Yeah.
because it's always been something I've been good at, man, is rapping words, writing songs, all that shit. Like, I love that shit. Like, I don't know who I would be if I didn't have that, man, So, yeah.
What message do you hope to convey through your art, whether it's your filmmaking or your music videos?
Yeah. Follow your dream. Listen to your intuition. If you see the red flags for whatever it is, you know what I mean? Listen to your gut. That could keep you alive, It kept me alive a lot of times. And if you struggle with drugs and alcohol, give it a try. Like give it a fucking try. You already know what you can get if you don't. So, and some people are just not into it. They're like, I'm good. I'm not into that. I want to go to meetings. Like, it's no problem. I used to be like, you need to, but now I'm like, hey, whatever, I'll just lead by example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And being clean and sober now, I have, I'm just more creative than ever.
Yeah.
Putting out singles every month. Like, I'm just jumping. It's just jumping, Thank God. Oh my God. I think I'll be driving down the freeway and being like, oh my God, I was in a fucking standoff with like guns on, my gun on somebody and them on me. And and I'm like, come on, motherfucker, send me to hell. And I'm like, whoa, fucking close call, big dog. You know what I mean? You could have missed all this,
Yeah.
So, thanks God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Louis? Yeah.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you roll around with a pen and a paper all the time?
No, well, now we got our phones,
Oh, so you could just
back in
bust
the
out
day,
the
yeah.
notes.
I'd be like, oh shit, I lost the blue notebook that had fucking like 9 songs in
right.
it, But then you could do that with the phone. The phone could break or whatever, So if you don't back it up.
iCloud.
Yeah, I know. I need some help.
I
need
know,
help.
too. That's why you saw me before we get started. Who did I have help me send an email? Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm right there with you.
I need help. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need some help for real. But I have notes and because I'll just be somewhere and
Yeah,
an idea will
something.
come and I got to write it down or else it'll just dissipate. You know how it goes. You
Yeah.
Got to keep
I do
that stuff in
that
there.
like when I'm like if I get invited to public speak somewhere, like if it's not just a topic of Chad, right? Because that one's I just do off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But like if I'm doing like a different type of speaking engagement, as I'm like, maybe I might be like even in the shower and then I'm like, fuck, I gotta run out and I gotta hit, and then I put it in my notes.
Yeah.
And then I create a whole fucking thing based off of.
Yeah, you got to. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
That's what you mean. It comes up with an idea, then you guys put the fucking thing down. Like this probably came from just an idea, right?
Yeah.
And then you formulated it and it became life. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Like, I love being a part of that and having that type of process in my life too,
Same. That's
Yeah.
why I like business.
Yeah.
See, that's where I kind of the same thing that happens for you with music that happens with me with business. I like creating something new and it becoming, and not everything I do works or pops or
I hear you.
Sometimes things lose money.
Yeah.
But they do become reality
Yeah.
if I want them to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I like about your message, man. Anything that anybody sets their mind to, if they put everything they can into it, it will become reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have that ability to create our own realities.
That's huge. Right there. Fucking use that as the real, because
Yeah.
that's real shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mark that one.
Mark that shit. We got that. For real, though.
up.
It's true, because they need to know that, though. You know what I mean?
Emily hates when you do that.
Emily's not the one
I
running
don't
the
care.
show.
I'm using her. I can, Emily.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like we're brother and sister, huh? We just fucking annoy each other.
You guys got a good vibe, though. You know, this whole shit is a good vibe. The guys in the back right there are killing it, too. You know, you could tell, like, this is like a well-oiled machine right now. You know, the way everything looks and everything. Like, yeah, this is, and it started with an idea, you know?
It did.
Yeah.
Well, it started with the tragedy.
Okay. Yeah.
And because of that tragedy, an idea was birthed.
Yeah.
Given to me, like through God.
Yeah.
You know, like, and thankfully, you know, and like, it's kind of fucking like, gnarly for me and emotional because, like, this all happened because Justin died.
Yeah.
And, this isn't the first time I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say it again. If Justin knew back then what this was going to become and how many lives it would affect and save, he would have given up his life.
Yeah.
For that. That's the kind of man he was.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And, you know, I'm sure that he's looking down here. And I mean, truly, I actually believe that his hand is in everything that we do.
Yeah.
And he knows. So he knows. You know, like even my daughter's life has changed. Because of not just this podcast, but because of his death and the trauma that she had to go through. And you know, she works for me now, and it's something she always wanted to do, but I didn't think she was grown up enough to do it. And her having to walk through something this tragic made her grow up.
Yeah.
But just like with everything, a thought has to have some action behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
So a thought is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But if he just thought about it and stayed in grief or mourning or whatever that may be, he'd still be there almost 3 years later.
Yeah.
And like, you got to be able to move. And if you can't move, you stay stuck and
For
things
sure.
can't change. And so I think, obviously for me, I'm grateful because it brought me here.
Yeah.
Right. But if it was never created, who knows where I would be. But also with that, Justin's name continues to get talked about. So he continues to live on.
Yeah.
Whereas if this was never had the action behind it to actually come to life, to be created, to meet someone like yourself, for somebody to hear that story, who knows if his name would be uttered as much.
Yeah.
Especially, he's the reason why their movement exists. He's the reason why you're sitting in this chair.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, you know, it's heavy, but it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. That's how I am with Kim, too. I put her in every song, everything. 'Cause
Right.
She was just like a super fan. She loved my music so much, you know, that I got her name on shirts, like, you know, so that somebody sitting at a restaurant that just liked my music has her name there and somebody Googles it and sees, you know, sees about her and stuff like that. You know?
But
so I hear you.
It's the polar, it's the two-sided coin. It's the dark with the light. Because as dark as it is, because when they're gone and they're gone forever.
Yeah.
But then the light is, look at what has come of to it. Like, it's a constant reminder about how serious the addiction and the alcoholism really is, because it will kill us.
Yeah.
Ultimately. So it's like such a juxtaposition as well, which I think is life. You can't experience joy without pain.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's one of those like craziness things, but everything, sobriety, of something like this, your music, you're going on tour, none of that is possible without the idea and then the action that follows.
For sure. Like, what if I would have stayed in the fucking Motel 6, you know, and been like, nah, you know, boom, who knows? You know how it is.
Right.
You know, it's death or prison or fucking psych unit
Institution.
again. You know what I'm saying? So,
Ends are always the same.
yeah.
Jails, institutions, or death.
I know.
But You're amazing.
Thank you. You guys are too, man.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
We're going to have him come back for a
Recover
show.
out loud.
Yeah, let's do it. Please.
You and Riggy,
Yeah, let's do it.
right?
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to do
Which
it.
means
That'd be
we have to.
dope.
Which means we have to show up to Riggy's
Oh, yeah.
thing.
I'm down. I don't know about it. You just tell me when. I mean, you
it's
talk.
It's coming up, right?
23rd.
I'll be
Are you
gone,
going?
but he's
Oh.
no. I'm on the road, but he's at the Asylum in East Los. It's a cool little place. The homie
Oh, cool.
Marcos runs it and shit. You know.
Cool.
And it's a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a rap show, but we definitely, yeah, go if you can, you know? He
You're
loves
gonna have
you guys.
To, you're gonna have to let us know whenever you're performing and stuff, because
I
we're
will.
totally down to support and either roll out if we can, if we're here,
Yeah.
or at least like promote you.
For
Push-
sure.
push
I
your
appreciate
shit,
you
you know?
guys, man. Yeah, definitely.
And God is
Definitely.
good. Look at you, another round.
I know. Fuck. Thank God. Thank God. For
Yeah.
real, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, and just when you're on the road, man, you know, if I could give you any suggestion, just, you know, stay with God on, you know, every
Yeah.
day. You gotta have, we get a daily reprieve
Yeah.
based on our spiritual maintenance.
Yeah.
So whatever that looks like for you, you know, if it's a reading out of a book, if it's the Bible, if it's
Tuesday nights, if you have a Tuesday night, I'm sure your shows are at night, but if you're sitting around dicking
On
off
the
at
road,
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Pacific
every Tuesday
Standard
night.
Time,
I mean,
we're
Michael,
here.
Yeah.
multifaceted, tunes in and
Okay.
hops on our meetings, but it's only 6 to 7. If you need
Okay.
something, a little bit of relief, or you just hear some people laugh, some people cry, some people talk shit. It's a comedy show. It's cool.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday nights every
Okay.
night.
I
Or,
will
every
do
week.
this on the road because I'm off the first Tuesday.
Boom.
Yeah.
Phoenix went away, and I'm just going to be chilling in Flagstaff.
Okay, then I
at
expect-
a Waffle House.
Oh
with
my
the
god,
fucking
Flagstaff
Zoom.
is literally
Yeah.
there's nothing there.
Except for Waffle House, right?
There you go.
No, my people in Flagstaff too. I gotta be careful what I say. I
Yeah,
don't want to
I know,
fuck.
right?
Oh, like that motherfucker was talking
Right?
shit,
Yeah.
bro.
No, we
You
love
know
you,
what I'm saying?
Flagstaff.
No, shout out
Um,
AZ for real.
So this Tuesday you'll be there.
Shout out Allie is a huge fan. My homegirl Allie
Oh.
loves you guys.
Shout out to Allie.
Got
Love
clean
you,
and
Allie.
sober, watching you guys, all that type of shit.
How are you gonna save this till the very end?
Well,
you
because
should have
we
led
just
with
started
that,
talking
Bill.
about. Well, I
Shit,
I
Bill.
did good enough. All right,
Yeah,
I
you
got
did.
you.
You did really
Why
good.
don't we wrap it in a bow? That was the
There
bow.
you go. You tied
know
it
what I'm
up.
saying?
You tied it up.
Shout out Allie, loves you guys though.
Why are you
I
looking
bet
at me like that?
Chad's like this
Yeah, I know.
fucking guy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Allie.
Shout out Allie though.
I love that.
She would probably love to, you know what I mean? Talk to you guys someday. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah. We got to take a picture though when
Oh,
this is over.
of course.
You know what I'm
Bill.
saying? Wherever
All
the-
have
we
a
have
whole
to
to-do.
do,
Come on.
Okay.
all Allie has to do is hit us up on the Hopeaholics DMs
Okay.
and let us know that whatever.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Hit
Especially
us up,
if-
Allie.
Let us
Okay.
know that she knows you. 'Cause
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, we get a
The
lot of-
Allie lead with that.
DMs for that people want to.
I'm the Allie from the Wildcard
Yeah.
episode,
Yes.
big dog.
That's who he was talking about.
Well, what's funny is, and I like this is not me talking shit, but sometimes we get some crazy people that want to be guests on
Dude.
the show. Like literally, I'm like,
I hear you.
no.
I get crazy people hit
But-
me up on the internet
Okay.
about music and shit. Like, yeah,
but
I
then
hear
I'm
you.
like, I don't know if you guys, but the Sean Kelly, he put some crazy fucking people on his show. And he's
I went
like
on
balling-
Soft White. I mean,
Oh
that's,
yeah,
they got
that's
some
amazing.
wild people.
Good for you on
Yeah.
that, by the way.
They
That's
got some
really,
wild
really
people
cool.
sometimes. you
Yeah,
know?
they do a
Mark
good
was cool.
job.
But
They
I
do a
hear,
good
I'm
job.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I hear you though.
Yeah, he put some crazy people on. I think it's
Hey,
funny.
everybody got a story.
Yeah, everybody
know.
got a story.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. I have to go to the gym.
Yeah, me too.
But
I got to go to the
All right,
bathroom.
bye.
I drank
Oh.
a bunch of water.